Welcome to Taking Line with your host Bob Wilson. Taking Line is presented by Magic Tail Outfitters. Use what the pros trust. Visit magictailoutfitters.com to check out our tournament-winning gear. Since 2020, over $10 million in tournament prizes has been won on our lures.
How are you, everyone? Hi, I'm Bob from Magic Tail Outfitters down here in beautiful Dominican Republic. Flew down here from Philadelphia. Pretty easy trip down. 4 hours, direct flights in and out. Came down. A lot of resorts around here, as you can see, with everything. Multiple Airbnbs, anything you want. 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 5 bedroom villas. Real nice place. Very safe, very secure, all inside a gated community. Down here at the marina is great. Everyone's been good. One of the great things fishing down here is you're fishing in some just absolutely spectacular rainforest, mountainous scenery. You're 5-10 miles off the coast. So while you're fishing in a beautiful ocean, you're looking at beautiful tropical paradise with it. So unlike up north where you're traveling 100 miles out of sight of everything, there's a lot going on down here. Down on the trip here, we're fishing with MJ Sportfish on this, member of the team up north. Typically, we've been a heavy-duty tuna fisherman up in the Northeast, done very well across all the tournaments. We're shifting gears a little bit here, working on becoming a top marlin team. Big reason we came down here to Cap Cana here on the full moon in October is you typically get 10 shots or more a day. Good place to practice our work, get in here and hone the team up. So we're down here fishing the Cap Cana Classic, 21st year they've been doing it. My first year personally here with Magic Tail doing it. Beautiful tournament, run very well. 2-day tournament. Every day they meet you in the morning with breakfast, different juices on the boat. Really treated you well. Every night, very nice finish up. Little after party, music, very family friendly. Just very nice environment down here. A lot of multiple species down here. We've had blue marlin, white marlin, sailfish up in the spreads with it. We've had wahoo through us, barracuda, mahi. Really not even targeting down here. So I'm sure if you really went after them, pretty much any fishery would be great. A lot of tarpon inside the marina as well. Hey, yeah, fishing with MJ Sportfish down here, captain of the boat, great captain, Mike Yako, put us on the fish every day we were down. Our mate, Andres, fantastic kid on here, knows his art very well, pitch is perfect, couple of the boys with him just worked their tails off for us, did a great job. So one of the great things fishing on the MJs is we have forward-looking sonar on the boat, which has truly been a game changer for this whole industry with it. You're out in the big blue desert out there right now, and having that lets you find these fish and really hone in on them and work them over, and just really increases the success rate of all these teams out here. A lot of time and effort goes in, so it's great to have this continuing upgrade of electronics. One of the nice things fishing here on the MJs, we're fishing on a custom 61 Spencer, beautiful boat, one of the fastest sports fish out there, handles everything, fish is beautiful. Mike Yako handles the boat beautifully. One of the big reasons we're down here right now is so I can work on pitching marlin off of the teasers and the dredges. Typically what we're using is smaller ballyhoo with various different chugger heads that we provide down here, so we were using a lot of our gear. Very interesting way to fish, very fun to do with it, and these seem to be very well. We had a lot of success using these soft chugger heads. A lot of the folks down here were using them as well and seemed to really prefer them to a lot of the other types that were out in the market. So this type of fishing, what you do down here is you're trolling a big lure spread with teasers, and the idea here is to get the fish fired up and up onto your teasers with it. As soon as you get them up in the spread, the idea is rip the teasers in, and then the anglers are pitching the baits back here on the lures, hand feeding them, And hopefully, if you're doing it right, you're hooked up into multiple single, double, and triple hookups down here. During fishing down here, as I'm trying to learn on here, one of the difficult things with it is when you're pitching bait, you have to have it in free spool and control it with your thumbs. As a angler hasn't done enough of it, you got to be careful with it because they take off so fast on you, they will burn your thumb up. As I know, I burned the skin right off my finger while one of them took off. For the tournament, we came down here and set up a couple days practice fishing, pre-fishing to kind of get dialed in on exactly where the fish are and what they're feeding on. So our first day of practice fishing was great. We headed out of here about 30 miles out to the east-northeast of the island, somewhere off towards Puerto Rico. Multiple uninhabited islands on the side of a deep bank that came up from multiple thousands of feet of water up to 200, creating tremendous upwellings. A lot of life, a lot of bird life. Really cool place to fish and see. So while we were down here, we went out and we had one of our good friends down here, Steve Whiteson, representing Pelagic here and multiple other brand lines out there. He was the first angler on the MJs to actually hook up and catch our first blue one. Second fish of the day, I was fortunate enough to be on the left long. He piled on my bait, didn't take a lot of my skill set with it, and then a big battle ensued, probably about an hour fight total on the thing. We were playing him out, not trying to force him in, just really working on him. While we were fighting him, the fish had multiple aerial shows he did, many. It was very exciting to watch how they do. After about an hour battle with the fish, we got the fish boat side, and our mate Andres leadered it. There was a little bit of debate on the size of it. We never fully got a measurement on him, but a lot of the different people on the boats, anywhere from 150 to 275. We'll let you be the judge of it. So one of the challenges we're finding here from going from being a pretty heavy-duty tuna-geared fishing team down here is coming into this type of fishing, which is much more of a finesse fishery that's relying on not only the captain, but also the anglers working the spread and everything else. Very challenging. So one of the things you come down here for is they're hopefully getting multiple opportunities to hone your craft. So one of the cool things here with so much life around us when we were fishing, the birds were actually flying right by our tower guy who could reach out probably close enough to touch some of them. We had flying fish coming across the cockpit. It was a pretty lifey area. It was pretty neat to see. So one of the fun things that was on this trip is my partner brought his young son, little Dante, down here with us. We're working on a second generation team member right now, 7 years old, and he fought and reeled in a 70-pound sailfish to the boat for a nice release. With a little help from everyone, but he did it all mostly on his own. Kid's a beast. So one of the great things having the Spencer here in these types of tournaments is they're all shotgun starts, and it's typically not like the Northeast. The lines in are usually about 45 minutes out. So if you have a fast boat like we do, it gives you a big advantage to get your lines in the water in the structure you want to be fishing. One of the things that really matters when you're fishing down here is having a top end crew with it, working with fresh, well rigged baits and ready to go and a good attitude. We spent days out here fishing, and the mates were tremendous, clearing weed, doing whatever we needed. One long coming in, another one already going out same time. You never didn't have a rod in your hand. The tournaments are always requiring good video proof of everything you do, and one of the things they want is there's a different colored wristband each day you need to wear so they can confirm date of the catch. They also want to catch you with the type of fish, whether that's an above the water view or a below the water underwater camera with it. And then finally they're looking for a leader touch, a confirmed catch, and then a release if possible. They want to see the fish swim away healthy. And one of the nice things about the tournament down here, we got a lot of top Caribbean teams down here, a lot of South Florida teams, but a lot of talent fishing in this big prestige tournament down here. Not as much a money tournament, but a lot of people fighting for top honors down here. So day one of the Cap Cana Classic, we made a decision to travel up and fish a lot of these things called fads down here, which are fish tracking devices that are man-made buoys, more or less, they put in. Idea is they get algae and growth on them, bring in bait fish, which then brings in the predators, and then the top end apex predator, the marlin. We're all looking for a couple behind that. So first day we're out there, didn't have as much success with marlin that we were looking for, had a ton of barracuda bite-offs. We had mahi, which we had multiple mahi landings. Several of the other boats around us were fishing, did have some success in there, and we have video of one of them right next to us hooked up with a beautiful hookup. So one of the things I learned here with this team marlin fishing is how critical communication amongst the team members are. So everyone's wearing headsets so we can all communicate with each other. It's a big dance to get these fish in, and it's a big coordinated dance to get it in between the captain, the angler, the mates, and the whole team working with it, including film crew. So it's a really cool experience. So after the fishing down here, what's nice is you come in, get the crew, gets the boat cleaned up, you go back, get cleaned up, and go out for. After the fishing day, we have a nice group of restaurants down here, multiple little bars and little music you can go to, kind of whatever you want, a little bit of everything you do, but real nice camaraderie. You meet up with a lot of the teams down here and see the other fishermen, share a lot of war stories, some true, some not. Day two, last day of the tournament, we went out, we were pretty well ready for war at that point. We wanted to go, rename ourselves after not catching the marlin on the first day. So made a move to a different piece of structure that we had some success earlier in the week with, and then went out and proceeded to right away. Captain Mike got us right into the fish.
He's coming in hot.
Very quickly with it. So, and with a single right away, did good work on that. First fish of the day came up hot into the teasers. Team did really well, got the teasers right out. Dante dropped pitch bait back to it, did a perfect job with it, fed the fish. Fish took a perfect bite, turned on it, and we were hooked up and tight.
Got the leader.
Before we even got back up and fully got the spread out, got doubled up again on that, and we knew at that point we were going to have a really good day. So when you're going out here, all of us are always looking for doubles and triples when you're out here fishing, but one of the problems with that, it becomes a bit of a circus trying to manage both fish swimming 50, 60 miles an hour any direction they want to go. So with this particular fight I ended up working the one rod. I was on one of the fish, so we decided to chase mine down first. It's a little bit of a craziness, so we had to send the other angler all the way to the front of the bow to keep the two fish from crossing each other. After a good short fight, couple 15-minute battle, maybe more, we landed the first fish. clean release. We worked our second angler off the bow, did really beautiful work, came back and settled in on him. Lucky enough to get him in as well and release both unharmed. So after having a real healthy morning with 3 catch and releases with it, we ended up getting towards the end of the day and we ended up getting our 4th buzzer beater marlin. At the end there, we hooked into him. Smallest fish of the day, but the craziest fish of the day. He ran everywhere we could. Captain Mike chased him down whatever way we could. After a crazy fight with him, we ended up successfully landing him and releasing him as well.
Oh, I am.
So after the close of day 2 and the final day of the tournament, they ended up putting on a really nice celebration dinner here for everybody, award show with it. So as we walked in, they had a lot of culturally themed people here. They had the Mutualeros there and they had the different bands here with it, and went in, and it's just a really well done show with it. Good food, good people with it. Service was phenomenal with it. The end of the night with a lot of live music, a nice fireworks show here. It gave you a great opportunity to go out, talk to a lot of the different teams, see how they did, and just met a lot of great people here. Really good time. Hey, so this is a wrap here for the 2025 season here for the MJ Sportsfish team, and for myself, just retiring fully probably this year and going to take this on to new heights, new different locations. So probably heading down to St. Lucia here for some more practice in November, onto the Galapagos Islands with Galapagos Sportsfish and the team down there. We'll see where we go from there. We'll work up through the Bahamas, back up, could end up in the Carolinas, could end up into New York, Bermuda. We'll see what 2026 brings for us. Stay tuned and fish with us. As you saw down here, we used a lot of Magic Tail gear. Please go to our website and take a look at everything. There's tremendous offshore tackle, rods, anything you want in there. Look forward to seeing you again soon.